Okay, hello there and welcome back to Reus 2. We're going to do another weekly challenge. Small caveat has to be said about this, in that I have played this weekly challenge. I played it earlier today in order to make sure that I get this video up and out before I go away. However, upon reviewing the footage, I realised it was a black screen the entire time, so you could hear me, you could hear the game. We did very well, we got over 1,000 prosperity, but sadly there was no gameplay to be seen. Never mind. We'll try it again. Maybe we'll even do better this time, but I will forgive people for saying this is an unfair run. So yeah, we got Solarpunk as our last one that we got to go for, and we start off with the Merchant, Diamond Shipwreck, and South China Tiger. Good bunch of finds, good apexes as well. So let's start off. I think what we do is we just go desert into ocean. I'll do it slightly changed up beforehand. I just did this guy mostly on desert. I think we'll go desert and ocean just to kind of like, you know, change things up ever so slightly. Yeah, once you're happy and good to go, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. We'll settle you down there. We'll get some ocean on this side. Don't know how big or large it's going to be, but we shall see, and then we'll think about what we want to put down over here. We've got a science tag here. So we could do something there. Alternatively, we could just go get our quartz ready for our eventual lapis lazuli that's going to come up fairly shortly. And then I think we go... Yeah, because you are a predator, you are not a critter, unfortunately. You need to be adjacent to both. Maybe we actually move that quartz further down. Yeah, oh, we did it anyway. There you go. So, do that, change the rattlesnake. What do we have over here? They're looking for ocean minerals, we don't really have anything. Maybe we go for trade post, but we might as well go for gem seeker because it's already going to give better once we get up there, and we are going to get lapis lazuli at some point as well, so we might as well use that. Let us expand out this little desert just a little bit more. What are we looking for, the villain or the botanist? I think we're going to call the botanist, and we're going to get some nice rainforest, potentially on the other side of this ocean. We can't get the rainforest yet, so we'd be stuck with forest. But I don't think that's actually too bad of a thing. We can always use forest to kind of get, because they want food and science, and forest can actually do pretty well for both. So we'll just stick down the forest for just now, and then see how we do. Potentially as well, we can always we kind of settle them a little bit more, kind of like on the edge, depending on which way they settle. We can always change over to the rainforest as well, which is always an option. Or, as we say, yeah, we could just completely change it over to rainforest, which might be a better idea. You know, don't want to be using up too many of our apple trees. Speaking of which, let's get a draft in the forest. Let's instantly... I mean, we do have this antimony, and antimony is good. It's good because it also, like, helps get more science. But apple trees are just so good. I don't know why we wouldn't do it. Pangolins are nice because we get us the food and the wealth, but yeah, I'm not really seeing it. You know what, let's try the antimony. Let's go slightly different from apple tree supremacy, like we usually do. You know, just to kind of keep things a little bit more interesting. Only requires two biodiversity as well, so it should be pretty easy to do, especially if we can come here and we can say, hey, let's get ourselves the white willow. We do lose out the pear, which is a little bit annoying. We can go white willow into tree, into potentially another tree. I mean, that's a lot of science right there. And then you're just looking for people with a base science shield, so we just pop you down there, and boom, there we go. That's all the science in the world. Hey, not bad. Not bad to get that done already. Our drafts got, who's our next person, the villain or the diplomat? I think we will call the diplomat. Let's set them up in a kind of deserty area here, and we'll change this once we get to the next age. We might as well just use all our Eon before that. Speaking of which, let's come over here and we can maybe get some like clownfish. We've got parrotfish as well. They'll be very, very good. We'll probably use them later on. And we could also get a draft for the ocean. And I mean, it's always nice to get pearls. Pearls are good. So I think we go pearls, and we kind of take them into the future. Yeah, so let's go sea crate into clownfish, into the algae, and then get some pearls. Now, little miss diplomat, we want you to come over here. We'll maybe not settle you like on the ocean coast, but we'll kind of settle you like more kind of this way, and then we can work out what we're going to do there. I think that'll be good. Alright, over here, so that we want the clownfish. Yep. You're just chilling. Let's get you over here. We're going to get our sea anemone, and we'll get our pearls, and then we'll get a little bit of extra stuff there in just a second. Now, hopefully you will want to... Yeah, there we go. You're like, yes, I will expand over here. Makes sense to. Let's go. And that's our biodiversity. Let's get our lovely pearls down, and that should hopefully give them a whole bunch of stuff. There we go. Got bottomless village done as well. Even better. So we'll give you woodcutter. I'm surprised you're doing so well. That antimony is really helping with making sure that they've got plenty of population, plenty of, I guess it's mostly science, but that's fine. We also got the merchant village done. This is good. We're really racking up these drafts very quickly, and I'm all here for it. They've come in here, and they've expanded out into the ocean. Even better. So we should be able to get a really good amount of stuff here. We didn't even, like, fully fill this in, did we? No, we did not. I don't actually think we'll do anything in the diplomat side, because I don't really see the point, because we're probably going to change what they're sat on. We just kind of wanted the Eon just to make sure we're Eon maxing as much as we can. And I think, yeah, we'll put the Juro just kind of next to you, because you need to be next to both of them, so we'll just kind of do it like this, and that should be good. Yeah, there we go. And the first era is upon us. We've got plenty of biodiversity here. That should be an awful lot of money going to you guys, which is always quite nice. Time for the first era. What do we have? So we have the option of the Iron Age, which relies on having a whole bunch of science. You get that. Multiply science of all minerals within its borders. Annoying that you get it. Or we could have the Age of Philosophy. Yeah, I kind of like that. What did the Monument Age give us? It gives us some Eon and upgrade points. I like the idea of this having another draft. Yeah, draft and Eon. Let's do that. Or we could have the Neolithic Revolution if we wanted to have the microcharges. I think out of all of these, yeah, the Age of Philosophy one I think is just too good to pass up. I think we go for it. Now, as we come in, we've already done the first star. Very good. We just need to make sure that we've got enough population, which should be fairly easy. Easy-ish, certainly. Let's turn you into the rainforest that we want. It's kind of annoying that you're on the forest and you're on the rainforest, but we'll make do. We can get around that, I'm sure. Let's just try and get your prosperity up just a little bit. So let us come. We'll first draft the desert because I want to get the lapis lazuli for our merchant, and then let's get the rainforest. And you know what? Let's try banana. For once, we always go Gumbo Limbo because it's always good whenever you're wanting science, but let's try and go for a food. We've got a science forest and a food rainforest. It can happen, I suppose. A little bit off kilter, but never mind. So, what are we looking for? We're looking for... So, you want to be next to plants, you like to be next to minerals. You... So how are we going to do this? You want to be next to 3 plants, so unless we want to build a mountain here, which we could. We very much could, actually. I wonder if that's kind of worth it. Or do we just ignore that placement bonus? Alternatively, we could just do it over here instead. And have a little thing, because we could say, hey, let's put down, like, I don't know, a taro here. And then put down, like, amethyst, get some money on the go. We're not really looking for money, but certainly something we can do. And then we could go like, I don't know, jungle fowl, pit viper. Again, it's money, but it's not, so it's not really what we're looking for. But you do like prosperity in all of its sort of shapes and forms, so I don't know if it's necessarily a bad idea. So let's try and get you up. That's a great place to put the banana tree. In my mind, you can get 3 things there. What we're looking at here, we might be able to get fruit picker. Depends on how much we can get. Yeah, papaya. Grab ourselves a papaya tree. We've got bananas. We can probably even just go like double Ramon here. I don't think that's a bad idea. Or even just another papaya, because it's another fruit. We're not looking for distinct. Yeah, we get the fruit picker, we get some extra food, because we need the food for the challenge anyway. So, let's do it. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Love it. So yeah, let's get another papaya tree. Got plenty of biodiversity. Boom, you're getting up. Nice. Good stuff. Fruit being produced in the rainforest. You'll love to see it. Let's come back here. We don't have much Eon left, but we are going to make it to the next... Well, I mean, we have done, so that's good. We need to have a little think about what we want to do over here in the forest. Let's see what we can get for the forest. It's always interesting to go this kind of way. So, what do we have? Nightshade for each distinct set, mineral and plants. Or, I mean, zinc is insane. All plants in the biome gain 50 science. I think we have to go that. That is crazy. Crazy good. We won't be able to get to this era, but it doesn't matter because this era is nearly done anyway. So, what does it matter? Let's get over here and we can set up our lapis lazuli. So, we would want our lapis lazuli here. And then we would want to grab... Oh, yeah. We probably wanted to put the jasper there, didn't we? Yes, we did. So let's go back. We shouldn't lose much. In fact, it'll change literally nothing, which is fine. So we can pop the lapis lazuli down now. They should expand out to this. This should get them pretty high up, because you'll be pretty high up in terms of the merchant jewel, which is always nice. And what do we have in terms of our... That's pretty good. The antlion. I mean, yeah, we could put that on here and it gives a mystery, which is even more gold for you, so you should be even happier. I mean, that's a lot of gold to begin with anyway, so you really can't complain. As for you, you can upgrade animals with extra food. Do we put that on the jungle fowl? Maybe? Yeah, we certainly could. Just to boost it up a wee bit. There's nothing else really, there's really nothing in this botanist town right now. We have got 2 microcharges left, is the only thing, and you upgrade plants with food. I think, yeah, you know what, let's upgrade the banana to have some food, and we'll just upgrade the jungle fowl to have some food as well. I think that's fine. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. And then, as we say, you can come over here and you can expand that on out. Good stuff. So the time's come for a new era. We're doing alright. We've managed to get to level 3 for the era of philosophy. Or sorry, the age of philosophy. So that means we should have found the meaning of life. Fantastic. Look at them go. Apparently they want them to kneel before you, which maybe not so good. But we shall see. Age of philosophy is completed. Wonderful. Now, what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and see what we can do next, because, okay, we haven't done the damned plague yet. That is true. All it requires is they have science. We have the science. We probably have the population on here as well. Yeah. We could certainly try it. It'd be interesting maybe to go for like the merchant age to get the crevices, but you know what? Let's try it. We haven't done the plague yet. Let's do the plague. In fact, if anything, the only thing holding us back is not having enough science over for you. Yeah, let's go with Grey Garden. We'll go Grey Garden because it gives more micro charges as well. Good stuff. That brings us up to 6. And we can very easily come over here and we can, you know, put down some more trees and stuff, especially now that we have access to level 2 slots. So let's do that. So you need to be adjacent to 3 different biotic types. So you want to be here. We'll probably just have like a normal ash tree, I guess. Won't give any biodiversity, but you know, it's fine. And then what can we put here? Nothing particularly good. I guess we could get like a red deer here, and then... Oh, let's not waste the Eon. Let's actually upgrade that first, because we're going to want to put it down as zinc as well, because the zinc will get all the plants in the biome plus 50. Ah, that's annoying that that's leveled up. We should have done that, both of them first. It doesn't cost much to change you about, to be fair, so we could just do that. And I guess we could then make you a bamboo. Yeah, like so, and then you should be happy. Then we can come in here. You're bonded, and then we can just make an animal of some sort, probably the red deer just here. and then you should be happy. And that should be plenty of science coming in for the botanist as well. Yeah, there we go. The Great Bloom has begun. Wonderful. So you're shooting up in science. Fantastic. Over here, what have we got? So we've got Animal Breeder, Cake Baker, or the Tavern. Now, let us get another draft for the Rainforest. We've got Brazil Wood, we've got Monkeys, or we've got Capybara. Capybara could be an interesting one. Good for like getting a lot of food. It is domesticable as well, so I think that's kind of made our decision for us, hasn't it? So yeah, let's do that, and then we can unlock the Animal Breeder, and we'll get ourselves some Capybara. And then potentially we can pull up. That's still a meme? Oh my god, I don't even know. So yeah, let's get the Rainforest here. So you really like to be adjacent to animals. We've already got jungle fowl there. How many? Up to 3. So in reality, we could just go around and change this ever so slightly. So we could. Do we have an upgrade patch? We do indeed. So let's change this round again. I've got to get more used to like actually just changing around stuff when we've got like adjacency stuff that we can get, because it costs literally like 1 eon to just change these over. So the chance that you're gonna, you know, struggle to put something down because you change something slightly is not going to be that much. So yeah, we can pop you down there, and then we could pop down the Araru turtle. It is distinct. None of you guys have a science shield, do you? No, you do not. That's fine. I think we just go for, yeah, the Araru turtle, and we can always build a mineral next to that. I would say the other option is we could always go and put it over here, where the pit viper is. It does mean that we're going to lose out a whole bunch of stuff, but you know what? I've already convinced myself. Let's do it. It's going to cost us a little bit more eon, but that's okay. So we pop that down. We have got a mineral booster there, but we need that for our animals. So let's instead pop that down there, and then we'll pop the pit viper next to that. Good stuff, good stuff. Yep, there we go. We've got a lovely bit of bio booster. We've got our domesticatable animals, which will give a whole bunch of stuff for you. Give a lot of prosperity. You are, I think, hopefully quite happy. We could get the market. Do we go for the amulet smith? We can get more gems. We can certainly get more gems. We haven't finished out expanding into the desert, have we? So, because we haven't even finished our lapis lazuli kind of playing field here. So we've got ourselves our jasper. So now we just want our topaz, and then that should be us. There we go, and we managed to get all the way to the top, which is good. These guys are annoyed at the rock giant. Well, I don't really care. Could just pummel your city into the ground. Could be interesting. There we go. Got lots of drafts done, actually, which is very, very nice. Let's consider getting some expansion charges. Get some nomads as well, because why not? And let's consider using these expansion charges here, and we can just kind of bring out this kind of area here. Because that's just got another... what? 2 of these? Yeah. So you can really kind of bring these out. And I'm thinking, if I may be so bold, I think we can get another power. Who do we have here? So we have the Huntress or the Inventor. Interesting. I think we call the Inventor. I think we will bring him over here. This could be like a massive tundra. Like, literally like there to there. Just all tundra. I don't think that's a bad thing. Certainly, we can maybe make this into more of a forest, actually. But we can do that after you set it down. And then we, probably on this side, we set these guys down there, and then they can settle there, and then we have all of this kind of tundra area to kind of use for having, like, good things like uranium and stuff. That'd be really good for the Inventor. Well, I mean, if we can draft it, but I'm sure we will. There we go, good stuff. Yeah, let's settle you, like, say, over here. I kind of hope you don't take this spot, but we shall see. And we can have a little think about what we want. Probably what we want is we probably want, like, a fur. Ah, they did take that way. That's okay. We can manage that. Wonder if we even maybe keep that as a forest bit, but we can see, yeah, there we go. So they're expanding there. Means we can actually get ourselves a terraforming charge, because we might as well. Let's get some mountains up, and let's actually get a taiga draft. Has to be copper. I think copper makes the most sense. Let's do it. Copper as per, making the best of sense. We can just kind of put that down next to it. So, good stuff. Put down the tin. Put down the copper. Once, we might need to have a little bit of extra stuff there. That's fine, we can do that. Now, interestingly, if we upgrade this bit, and we start thinking about where we can put some animals, of all things. Because if we sit there and we say put down a sunstone for some additional wealth, we'll give you toolsmith because we're going to put down copper. Makes the most sense to me. There we go. So yeah, we pop that down there. We want to be adjacent to sets of animals and plants. You're not actually going to have that much adjacency. You can only have like one or two. So we can always just put down like, say, like a... maybe like a stoat. And then do we have any like nice big plants? Not really, unfortunately. But we can put down this copper now, which is nice. Maybe we'd actually be better off putting you there, or I guess even the tin. Tin there, copper here would be better, the more I'm thinking about it. Because we don't necessarily need to have that fully adjacent. Might as well use our Eon just now, just to get a little bit of extra stuff. There you go. So we've got our stoat. So then we just, I don't know, get our bunning, and then boom. That's an awful lot of money for you, and you've managed to succeed again. This should at least keep us getting the trade routes that we need to get up, which would be really, really nice. Over here, you're really annoyed at me, and that's fair. What do we have for you here? Nothing really great for gold, so let's get a rate. I mean, that is good. That is good for gold. Funnily enough, we'll send the mountain giant over, and if they do cause any bother, we'll just earthquake them, because I'm not really that fussed about showing them who's boss, shall we say. So yeah, I think we go gold. Yes, gold. We upgrade this, we go gold. We'll probably have to re-put down this topaz, but that's absolutely fine. They should want to expand out after this as well. We've got a little bit, potentially some expansion to do in the sea too, because we've used up a lot of expansion for this taiga, but it's fine by me. Yeah, so we'll come over here, we'll expand this, or sorry, upgrade this area, like so. We will grab ourselves a gold, and we will grab ourselves a topaz, even though it's on an animal booster, which is a little bit of a shame, but can't be helped. There we go. Surely you want to expand now, you know, you're hesitant. Okay, well, we'll pay 5 technology to expand you out over here, and that should hopefully do you, because that should be you as well. Yep, you've got some good stuff there. That's a lot of money for you. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. As for you, we'll get yourself the weaponsmith, because we do like copper. So be it. Use that other draft as well for taiga, and then we have to start thinking about burning a couple of things to get more. White birch is interesting. Gypsum is also interesting. I'm going to use another reroll. Silver's pretty good. Granite's not really what we want. Yeah, I guess it's silver. Sulfur's good, but we don't really have any predators, unfortunately. Rowan. Yeah, Rowan's decent. Yeah, that's kind of maybe not the best reroll we could have had. Granite can scale pretty well, but I kind of like silver. Yeah, see what we can do with that. Is what you like to have adjacent biotic of science, so at least you'd be able to get something from the copper. Yeah. Let's do it. Upgrade here, we'll need to upgrade the stoat as well. So we'll need to replace him. Bit of a shame, but I'm sure he will live. Oh, you've actually managed to do alright. Good stuff, so... But we'll still come over here and we'll... Not enough biodiversity. Let's see. This kind of limit its access as well, unfortunately, here, but... That's fine. We can probably just put down, say, like, the sulfur here. At least it's adjacent to a singular predator. Yeah, there we go. Good stuff. Love to see it. Love to see it. Right, we still got some micros as well. You know what? We will just pay that 4 population just so we can get the silver down so we don't forget it. There we go. Boom. There we go. So that should give you a whole bunch of extra money. Yeah, sadly you're not the miner, you are the inventor. So you don't really care for money that much, but it should mean that you're able to get a couple of trading routes. You're attacking somebody, I don't really mind that much. To be honest, we can get some extra food. Might not be a bad idea to get these on the furs, actually, just to get some additional population. Yeah, I don't see the issue with this, to be quite honest. Gives us more tree tags, if we potentially want them. And we can also greater minerals, plus 25. Just do that on silver. There we go. You should have plenty of prosperity now. Quite a bit of food. And also a whole bunch of money, so we should be able to get a couple of trade routes. And with that, the era is done. Fantastic. The evil scientist achieved success, and everybody has been poisoned or transformed, or however you want to think about it. Yep, I'm a panic as well, to be honest. The forbidden formula is poisoning the people. Oh no. Now we're all little blue dudes. West Oasis City is affected also. That's what they get for hating the rock giant. He's the one that gave them all their money. And New Flat City is affected too. Just in time for a rampaging army to attack them as well, it seems. Not ideal. Eastern Pines Castle is affected as well. Oh no. Maybe the Stoats will be okay, but we'll have to see. And with that, we've completed the Damned Plague. There we go, 3 stars, good stuff. So it gives us a draft, gives another draft charge, gives a whole bunch of prosperity, and additional reroll, which is quite nice. Now we have to do Solarpunk, so we're going to have to do this in the Botanist. Give science for food from plants. So okay, we'll have to see how we do with that. Boom, 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 boom. Things are happening. You don't have anything in here, and we're kind of mostly focused on science. There's a little bit of a shame for you. Let's try and burn a couple of drafts, and we can maybe see if we can get like a nice one that'll kind of go with you. So let's get 2 more drafts. We'll burn another one for the forest, and we'll see what we can get for level 3. Reese's Macaque. Wait, Chinese Jubue. I think we have to do that. It's just too good. It's really just too good. Okay, and what do you have? You do have jam. Fruit. Unfortunately, the Chinese Jubue doesn't produce that much fruit, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this needs a level 2 slot. We don't even have the biodiversity for it, but we could do. They did expand into over here, so I don't think this needs to be desert anymore. I think none of these kind of are what we want, because we really need to have more people. I wonder if we do just kind of go for the jam maker and kind of see how we do. We will have some fruits. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So let's level this up and see how we do. We can't use the Marala here, but that's okay. That's another metals bit, which is kind of annoying, but never mind. Pop down the dove tree, and that should give us a whole bunch of stuff. Plenty of biodiversity as well, which is fantastic. We could probably put down the Chinese Jubue at some point. Let's get the animal guy over here as well, and we'll upgrade this spot. Do we have any cool animals we could put down? We do have the tiger or the porcupine. It's only good for adjacent minerals with gold, though. Not ideal. I wonder if we maybe put down the dove. Yeah, let's pop down the dove there, and we can set down the Morales spot. There we go, good stuff. And now that should give us enough biodiversity. We can come over here, put down the Jubue. Hopefully this will give us the population we need. Indeed it is. That's the biosphere up and running. Clean and renewable energy for all, which is great. And we're getting plenty of food and science. You'd love to see it. Oh, look at it go. And there we go, got level 2, so now we just need to think about increasing the prosperity on the planet. That Chinese Jubue doing some real good stuff. What we will do is we'll purchase a terraforming charge, so we can create a creek here. So we're going to get even more stuff here. There we go. Additional biodiversity, you're getting some additional stuff as well. I'd love to see it. We do have the monarch butterfly, good for upgrading animals only though. That is a bit of a shame. I mean, we could think about upgrading... I mean, the tiger would be nice, but there's no animals in this domain, so it's not really much point. Over here, what are you wanting? Ringsmith is good for you. Yeah, I think Ringsmith is good for you because you've got gems. We're also going to have the additional platinum as well we can use. Boom, 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 boom. That should give you plenty of wealth. In terms of biodiversity, I don't think you quite have enough to get the diamond. Not quite, unfortunately. Not quite. We'd have to expand out the diamonds ever so slightly in order to get it. We could, of course, purchase another crevice, which I'm not sure is not the worst idea. Yeah, let's do that. We can always just expand out this area here for these two guys. We can make this into more of a desert. Let's actually get a draft as well. Let's draft the ocean. We are not really doing much in our ocean. What we've got? Great white shark. Fantastic. Bottlenose dolphin. Now, this could be a good one. Because we do have some animals in here, not many. We actually have a few. I think we do go the dolphin. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of mystery. Does require a lot, but in terms of biodiversity, but I think we can do it. Grab the hotel for the diplomat. There we go. Good stuff. That should be you doing quite nice there. The catapult's coming around, but if it does come around, we will, you know, smash it to dust. We will hold no idiots. So, yeah, let's get you to do that. We can think about how we're going to get the biodiversity up. I guess we could just put in a plant, like sagebrush. Yeah. Desert tortoise, yeah, pop you down there. And then we can kind of go from that. You should be here soon. This is where I kind of wish you had the Reus one monsoon ability so you guys could walk a wee bit faster, but I guess you could always turn up the time as well. You didn't have the same kind of thing. That was always the way you made sure that you were doing pretty well in that game, was you just sat there and you did a bunch of spamming. Now, for you, pop down diamond. Good stuff. We could change the quartz and how that works, because we could upgrade this and we could put down, what's it called? The turquoise instead. We'd have to change around where we have the gerbeau and the sandcat though. Let's maybe just hold off for just now. I don't think it's much needed and these guys are coming around. They're not looking very happy, are they? Right, over here with you. Let's actually see what we can get for our taiga drafts. Sable-bound bear. Brown bear is nice, but we really want more to do with less to do with gold, more to do with science. I think we use a reroll. Uranium. There it is. What you love to see. Get uranium there. We'll see what else we can get with our draft. Hopefully we can get something else good. Larynx. Decent. Moose. Decent. Strawberry. A lot of food. There's a lot of food. We get the goose as well. There's a lot of food. Caribou, cloudberry. It's a lot of food. I'm going to keep saying that. It's a lot of food. Yeah, nightjar, I don't think it is. Moose, maybe. Do you know what? We're going to really struggle for biodiversity. Let's go to strawberry, because at least give us the goose and the caribou. We can use that to try and get some extra stuff. Let's go for a power plant with additional minerals, because we're going to want to grab some uranium, and that's absolutely fine. So let's come over here. We can probably actually make another mountain just to make this place a little bit more rugged as well. I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily. We can upgrade these slots too and just see what we can pop in. So let's say middle of that mountain there. Let's upgrade that. We'll upgrade the one next to it as well, and we can kind of see what we can put down. It would be really good as well to get like a strawberry here as well and just surround it with animals. Would definitely be a decent choice, or like here, or just kind of wherever. let's have a little look what we're looking at. So the uranium is need more biodiversity. So let's worry about that first. What can we do for biodiversity? We've got some cloudberry. You like critters. Are you a critter? You are a critter. So let's actually upgrade here as well. We might as well use up all our upgrades. I think I'm always a wee bit stingy with upgrades, to be quite honest with you. And the fact that you do also get like the increased thing now it's level 3, get a little bit extra when you're putting it down here. So, you see you're getting both of them. We can pop you down. So, now we want to think about animals. How are we going to do animals? You like to be next to minerals, but you like to be next to predators, Mr. Sulfur. So we'll pop down a skunk here. There is gonna probably be minerals over this way, so we'll pop a caribou down there. The goose, good old goose, we'll pop down over here. I never thought I'd say this, but yeah, let's get a strawberry down. We have the biodiversity, let's do it. Boom, this is going to be quite the amount of food. Good for the undergrowth place as well. Plus 75% food is pretty nasty. But it is pretty nice as well. So you like to be next to critters. You're not a critter. You are a critter. So we pop you down there. We pop down a skunk. Then, or sorry, we pop down another stoat. There we go. So you should really be happy. And we just need to put down a rabbit. There we go. Biodiversity a little bit harsher. But it's okay. We can pop this up here. Boom, boom. We're just looking for the extra score now that we've already done all the stuff. So we'll get the upgrade there. Now here. You want to be adjacent to at least 2. You like to be next to lost or element. So we go talc. We go Lake Night. We go uranium. Not quite. Not quite. How do we get that? We need another mineral of some sort. You want to be next to at least another mineral. Heat likes to be next to that. We could just go for a stone. That'll be fine. Grab a stone, and then we will pop down that uranium. There we go. Pop that down there. So you guys should really want to start expanding a little bit more. So let's have a look. Now they're hesitant. Let's buy 2 expansions. We're going to expand once over this way and then expand again. And that'll be good. Especially once again it gets the uranium here, because that's going to be... Ooh, it's not far enough away. It's not far enough away. We've messed up. We have messed up. How do we solve that? Easy. We buy a crevice, we pop it here. And that should do it. And that should at least make sure that is the lost element. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Huge taiga, but seems to be absolutely fine. Copper seems to be doing pretty well as well. You'll love to see it. It's going to do pretty well. We're going to get quite a lot of stuff from that. We don't really care about the stone so much. There we go. So that gives us a whole bunch of stuff. We've got the migrator one and the goose, because we do have a forest. We don't have access to savannah, unfortunately. So I'm afraid we can't use that, but this should get you over there. That will get you access to the uranium. We don't have anything that's a multiplier, do we? Don't think so. Ghost fungus. We're going to buy ghost fungus. That's pretty good. Let's do that. And we'll add in another micro here as well. Good stuff, yeah. So there we go. So we've added that to that. We really want to try and make sure we're adding at least the ghost fungus into everything. Let us... This ocean is kind of bare, so let's come over here and we'll start working on this, because we want to get that bottlenose dolphin down if we can. How are we going to do that? Is the question. Pretty difficult. We could upgrade this. You just like to be next to reef, so yeah, I think we do. Let's upgrade this. We can always re-put down the sea crate. I think you'll be better than the sea enemy. Yeah, let's do that. How are we doing for plants over here? We do also have open brain coral, so we could go ahead and upgrade this as well. I think we just go for a full upgrade here. And we'll get Mr. Mineral over here as well. Yeah, there we go. Let's get a draft the ocean. Crab meeting spot. Or a reef shark. Octopuses as well. We don't really have that much, but we could go... I mean, sturgeon fish makes sense. It's a lot of mystery. It's pretty nice. Mystery and gold. Exactly what you're wanting. And that is a food tile. Not really what we're looking for, but it's a food tile. Nobody here makes food, so I guess it's kind of a waste. Bit of a shame. Let's go here. We'll get the open brain coral. Pop you down. Make sure we get the crate. Guess we could go for the mahi-mahi, but just to give them a little bit of extra stuff. You're getting attacked, and I am not pleased about it, so let us say, hey, stop that right now. Yeah, getting bounced up and down. That's what I thought. I'll deal with you later. Yeah, you're a humble amount to respect the giants. You bet you. You bet you should. Obey your mother. Right, we've got no more crevices now. We've used up all of our crevices, so this is as big as this little sea is going to get, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and kind of get our stuff there. Did we put down that crate? We did not. Which we could put down. Sturgeon fish is another option, but we don't really have the biodiversity, unfortunately. Let's go with a crate. We can always upgrade things on the other side. We need 8 for the bottlenose dolphin. How much do we need for the shipwreck? We need 8 as well. So really, we're kind of playing off that. The pearls, because they're, you know, on a level 3 slot, they're actually giving off a lot of money. A lot of money. That's good. I like that. Yeah, so we need to improve the biodiversity here. We don't have much Eon left either, so that's something to consider. Let's pop down a couple of anchovies over here. That's nice and cheap. And it should give us some more biodiversity pretty easily. There we go. We need a little bit more though. Could get a mahi-mahi. Just for the extra food. You do like... well, you don't really like food, but it's good to have some food. Some extra prosperity. And then here's the question. How much are you going to give us? 90 mystery versus... I mean, that's not even a question. It's the ship. It's 100% the shipwreck. That's a ridiculous amount. Wow. Amazing. That is so much money. That's so much gold. And mystery. They're going to be absolutely rolling it over there. Okay, what we do is with our newfound wealth, we buy a terraforming charge. And we get our ocean guy here to create an anomaly here. And so we'll change this into deep. Good stuff. Means that we can try and work towards getting a bottlenose dolphin as well. Maybe we will also purchase an expansion charge. I'm going to tell you to expand over this way because we're going to do some stuff here. You're quite happy, Mr. or Mrs. Diplomat. You're just kind of chilling. So we won't really worry about you just now. Yeah, this shipwreck is amazing. Love to see it. What can we do for some additional biodiversity? Well, we could get rid of the pearls, to be fair. Is there anything that gives us a lot of easy... a lot... easy... not really. You do like to be next to plants. That is true. We could have you instead of the sea crate. That is true. You just like to be next to 3 adjacent biomes. So I think we do that. We get the plant there. We're out of Eon. That's okay, because we're going to purchase some more. Not a problem here. So we do that. There's a whole bunch of extra science. And there we go. That's you done. That means we can get the blue-nosed dolphin in here. There we are. And you get 90 mystery. Which isn't bad. It's not the best, but it certainly isn't bad. I'm not gonna put my my nose up at it. Put it that way. You are not a fish. So we have to keep that in mind. Do we just get another mahi-mahi and just get some more food? We don't have any more biodiversity for anything kind of cool, unfortunately. Kind of out of time. You would not be adjacent to at least 3 different bioticum, I'm afraid. Over here you would. So yeah, let's get the Mahi over here. Ah, but you're not. Oh no, he would be still fine. Yes, we've got Marine Harmony, so you're getting a whole bunch of stuff there, and then we get a Microhaven there. Good stuff. You like to see it. Things are going right. Alright, but with that, I think that is the end of what we can do. Let's try and see if we can upgrade any of our stuff. We do have this Ladybug. Plus 75%. Yeah, let's take it. Let's take that. That sounds really good. So we can come over to our... where is it? Chinese Jubilee. Or sorry, not our Chinese Jubilee, but our Dove Tree. I guess we could use it on the Chinese Jubilee as well. We don't have any... We don't have any microcharges anymore. We use them. No. No. I can't use my Ladybug. I've used up all my science. I didn't think about that. I thought I still had all of my microcharges left. Apparently, I did not. Oh, that's annoying. Still, what can you do about it? We can... Wherever it seems like a good idea... Say like over here by this camphor tree. I mean, it's kind of by itself is the only thing. The ash and the bamboo could be another way. We can go trying to think about where we can improve, like, our... Where we can improve what we're getting from our plants. Potentially over here, actually, with the banana tree, if we purchase another terraforming charge. We can say, like, do it here next to these two. I think that'd be pretty good. Also increase our biodiversity a little bit. We still have a little bit of Eon that we can purchase, so let's do that. There we go. I think that's the limit of our abilities in terms of Eon. So we can put down 3 more things. And that's not a bad thing. Pretty good, in fact. I think we've done overall quite well. Despite the fact I've already done this before, and I think I'm almost certainly doing worse than last time. But, never mind. Yep, so we've managed to get you down there. We actually kind of really want to get more food in you, don't we? Can we afford a giraffe? We cannot. What things could we do to get more food here? You like gold. We don't really have anything that makes gold here, do we? Unless we can purchase an upgrade for this. So let's say we upgrade this and we pop down that. We can either go the moss agate. That could be good, or we can go the amber. I think we go the moss agate because it gives the most basic increase stuff. There we go. So that's 75 gold. We then say, hey, let's put down this porcupine. It's something. I guess we could put you over here, but we don't have the ability to get them over there to expand. You should. Yes, you are expanding. Good. Is it good? No. Is it better than nothing? Yeah, kind of. Put down some amber as well, just get some extra gold, why not? Don't think I'm going to be able to use it, but it's fine. There we go. Eon is down. Let us get this additional gold here. That should be a little bit of extra food for you guys as well. Boom, 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 boom. Good stuff. Yeah, there we go. Good stuff. Alright, with that, we have concluded this planet. Probably not the best showing, especially seeing as I've done this one before. Ah, yeah, of course, we lost our micro before, didn't we? So we couldn't put it down there. Little bit of a shame, but what we're going to do. People are having a little bit of a tiff, but that's okay. We're just kind of letting it go so we can get a little bit of extra prosperity, but I think it's time to conclude the planet. Nature and humanity live in harmony. Isn't that nice? Love it when a plan comes together. Alright, and with that, the planet is completed. Managed to 3-star all of our things, including the new one with the damn plague, which I don't usually do. I don't particularly like it, actually, because I don't like, you know, plaguing the entire world, but that's just me. We never ended up using our tigers, but we definitely used our shipwreck. That was a great one. And got our diamond as well. Sadly, a less than 1,000 score, so worse than my previous one. But hey-ho, you know what? We gave it a good shot, especially seeing as the other one's a black screen, so you're just going to have to take me at my word, I'm afraid. But at least we managed to see this one. And with that, I think we can call this weekly challenge done. Oh well, hopefully you've enjoyed this Reus 2 weekly challenge. Let us know down in the comments if you want to see anything more like that, or potentially even going back to Reus 1 and have a little revisit of it and see what it's like. But yeah, let us know down in the comments if you're enjoying this. Big thank you as well to all the members of the Burger Band supporting these videos. It really does mean the world to me that they are able to support the channel so much. You can become a member of the Burger Band through the YouTube affiliate link. Should be down in the description below if you want to. It gives you access to videos as soon as they're uploaded rather than when they're scheduled to come out. So it means that you're able to see a lot of things members first. Very nice if you want to keep up on a particular series. I try and, you know, keep myself up to date on things, but with how busy life is, it can be a little bit difficult sometimes. But them's the breaks, I'm afraid. Just gotta kind of roll with the punches with that, don't you? But yeah, just want to say thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the series, hopefully you're enjoying everything else on the channel. And until next time, take care.